Welcome back. If you're a fan of nonfiction, there are 5 Canadians you may want to look out for. These authors were nominated for the RBC Taylor Prize and gathered at the Harbourfront Centre for a roundtable discussion. Marielle Torrefranco was there.
Are some of your favorite books by Canadians? You may be seeing even more Canadian work stand out, namely those nominated for this year's RBC Taylor Prize for Nonfiction. Noreen Taylor founded the prize in honor of her husband, author Charles Taylor, who died in 1997.
We have to learn to appreciate where we're from, how we're the same, how we're different, how we can celebrate these differences, and nonfiction will do that for us, and that's the reason for the prize.
And it's that celebration of Canadian arts that led to an evening with the RBC Taylor Prize finalists as part of the International Festival of Authors. 5 nonfiction writers got together at the Harbourfront Centre to talk about their Taylor Prize nominated works. Finalists Charlotte Gray, Thomas King, J.B. McKinnon, Graham Smith, and David Stauch gave audiences a personal take on how they came across their projects.
Well, I taught at Simon Fraser for 40 years, and I needed a retirement project.
And to bring it full circle, they shared what makes Canadian culture different.
The key difference between Americans and Canadians is that most Americans can't tell you a bear story, and almost every Canadian can.
Author Charlotte Gray says her love for writing about history stems from Canada's uniqueness.
I love history. I can't understand why I can't understand why everybody isn't interested in the history of Canada. This is a unique country, and what makes us unique is our past.
And that's just one of the many things Canadians can be proud of.
Authors like Alice Munro, who won Nobel Prizes, and Margaret Atwood, who's internationally known, and Margaret Macmillan, who is a brilliant internationally known historian. We need to celebrate our diverse artists because we are fantastic.
And those are assuring words of encouragement for Canadian artists. Humber News, Marielle Torrefranco.
Thomas King was the one who took home the prize. His book, An Inconvenient Indian, is a provocative account of Native history. This was the Guelph author's second award for nonfiction within a month.
The Real World Film Festival wrapped up with many people coming out to support the event in its 15th year. The festival premiered several up-and-coming filmmakers. Humber News reporter Izzy Abraha premiered his original work, The Lever, and has the inside scoop.
Toronto independent short film The Lever will be premiering at this year's 15th annual Real World Film Festival held at the Scotiabank Theatre. The film is fantasy-based, aimed towards a younger audience, and for 7-year-old lead actor Yoba Hane, it was an experience he will never forget.
Well, it's really big. I'm only 7. I really like it. It's very big. It's awesome.
The Lever was selected for screening from out of 100 other short films, and for director Jay Worthington, it's a gratifying moment after years of struggle and tried to break into the film industry.
Finally, we're getting some recognition. I've been in the game for about just over 7 years now, so it's it's one stepping stone after another.
Private property. Hey, come here. Hey, you come here, man.
Mike, keep running.
Hiya!
Imagination from a child's perspective is what producer Kirk Taylor wanted in this film, as he described the tactics in developing the project.
I mean, it was like guerrilla filmmaking, really. I mean, we went out into the university and Front Street area, right into an alleyway, really cool, shot some great stuff, and it was fun.
Lever was shot in the same alleyway. And for these first-time filmmakers, it's a dream come true, and you can be part of that too at the Real World Film Festival this April. For Humber News, Izzy Abraha.
The Real World Film Festival was founded by Emmy-nominated actress Tanya Lee Williams. The festival highlights films and music videos created by racially diverse communities.
And it's not just the Real World Festival showing off diversity. Our Lady Queen of Croatia Church is home to dance, music, and culture, especially when the Croatia Festival rolls around. Mario Bellin was there and has more on the story.
Events like this don't happen all the time, but when they do, it brings the Croatian community together. Folklore group Jadran gets together and performs for the parish. The musicians perform using traditional Croatian instruments that they've been learning for years. After morning mass, the crowd starts to arrive in the church hall and they are treated to the sights and sounds of the Croatian heritage. People who gather inside the hall are also greeted with some great Croatian dishes that come anywhere from Zagreb to the Adriatic Sea. Marija Čapin was one of the founding members of Jadran.
Actually started Jadran close to now 25 years ago when I was a young kid, and we sort of were a small group that has now expanded over such a number of years, and we started with tambura and now we've added dance as part of that.
The tambura is one of the main focal points of the Croatian community. Tambura plays a huge part in playing the music for the dancers in the Jadran group. The dancers in the group have been together for about 10 years and have a lot of practice, and they get together every Monday. All this hard work has paid off with trips around North America and Europe.
It's great. We travel all around. We've been to Ottawa, Montreal, Windsor, all over Ontario. This past summer we actually went to Croatia and we danced back home, our folk dancing group. We were all over Croatia dancing traditional folk songs.
The event also pays tribute to the late Croatian Cardinal Stepinac, and a special guest was invited to join in on the celebrations. Cardinal Thomas Collins was in attendance for the event and says he enjoys hearing the Croatian language and seeing the Croatian heritage.
To do this world, people get very isolated, and it's family, it's culture, it's the church. All these things draw us together and give meaning to life.
The event was a success. The crowd cheered and clapped while the performers had smiles on their faces. Cardinal Collins hopes to be back soon in the future to see the Croatian culture come alive again. I'm Mario Bellin, Humber News.
Soca on Ice took place in February, and what a way to kick off Black History Month. The Harbourfront Centre in Toronto lit up with dance and culture, not to mention skating to soca music on the ice rink with hot chocolate in hand. Trevon Marsh was there for all the fun.
Harbourfront for Soca on Ice with yours truly, Dr. J. On one, I want you to take out your flag. Two, it's time to get on back. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Raise your hand. Put it up, put it up. Put it up, put it up. Let we start it now.
Soca on Ice 2014 was the kickoff to Black History Month. Downtown Toronto became alive when patrons from all over the GTA came out to skate and wave their flags to soca music.
Okay, so I came out tonight to Soca on Ice basically because I am a child of a Caribbean parent, and although my mother is Jamaican, I still love soca. I grew up listening to soca because of my friends.
Hosted by Dwight Drummond, the yearly event celebrates great food, culture, and an overall good time.
Personally, I came out here because my mom saw this on the internet and she wanted to see the dance, the Goomba dance, and just soak in some of the culture. We're originally from Barbados and St. Lucia, so we're really into this type of thing. So I think it's just a good event to come see a lot of same type of people and, just enjoy, just have fun.
Soca on Ice encourages people from the Toronto community to continue to come out and support this event.
So my favorite part about being on Soca on Ice is being able to skate and listen to my favorite kind of music.
Many residents from the GTA area, whether Jamaican, Trinidadian, or African, all came together at Harbourfront Centre to celebrate Soca on Ice for Black History Month. Trevon Marsh, Humber News.
That's all the highlights from this semester's second-year broadcasting class. I'm Rebecca Hamill.
And I'm Jordan Burton. Thanks for joining us on this special edition of Humber News.